等一下啊，等一下。OK， 好，开始录了。
So when did we met? Do you remember? Must be
Mei-Hui.
back to 1997, 1998.
Was it really that long?
Must be.
Oh my god, that's so wild.
Yeah.
And maybe it was an electric stew?
Maybe from Karen. Red hand.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think, yes, maybe Karen
And you
introduced
came
us.
to the secret rendezvous. Yeah.
Yes, of course, Secret Rendezvous. Gosh, that seems a long time ago.
All right now. So tell us your name.
Hi, I'm Noel Stewart and I make hats.
Yeah. Okay. When did you start to make your first hat?
While I was doing my BA, which was, yeah, it must have been 96, 97, something like that. Yeah.
And that was in where, St Martin?
No, I went to a small college called City and Guilds of London Art School, which is in South London, and I was doing decorative arts. I was making lampshades and furniture and things like that, and interior paint effects. And I had for my 21st birthday a hat party. Everyone had to wear something on their head. And after that, someone asked me to make them a hat. So I did.
Okay.
Like a lampshade. I made it like a lampshade because I didn't know about felt or fabric. I just knew about wood and paper and wire.
And it's all come to this.
Yes.
Afterward.
Yeah.
Do you think hat takes very big part of fashion at the moment, especially after the royal wedding?
I don't know, it'll be interesting to see how the summer collections come out, whether they will have been influential on the designers. I mean, I think for winter there was a lot of hats on the catwalk, which was great, really good for us, and actual proper hats as well, which was really nice. We did a really lovely big felt trilby for Roxander, which was really nice, and also for Louise Armstrong we did a nice big hat, you know, proper felt hat.
Did you do something with Hussein Chalayan?
Not this season, no.
But before in the past?
Yeah, I've done a few seasons for him, and we did actually, for him we did some really big hats as well, which is
looks amazing.
Shot on Lady Gaga after the cover of Elle US, which is really great, obviously.
Okay, and what do you think about you know, hat, when people, the hats people wear in royal wedding?
I think Philip Tracy was a very busy man. So many hats.
For him, yeah.
I mean, for me, I kind of like I thought Victoria Beckham's one was stunning, and I thought it was new for Philip as well. I thought it looked really great. It made her look really elegant and modern. And I think also what's her name? Kent. Duchess of Kent?
Yeah.
I thought she wore a really great hat. Simple, clean, elegant, and it was just a very simple trim. It made her look really sharp, but at the same time, you know, this trim was slightly soft, so it was elegant and feminine, and it wasn't too aggressive, and I like that kind of combination.
Basically, I think it was all about the hat, the whole royal wedding.
Yeah, the hats and the dress. It's all about the dress and the hats, yeah.
And so, what else? Do you think when hat can make people become more confident?
Yes, definitely.
Isn't it?
I think it can I mean, I never used to wear hats myself, and I think I wear more in winter, if I'm honest. I wear more in winter because I've got no hair, so it keeps me warm. But it's one of those things, once you've sort of got over the initial sort of because it doesn't afford a certain amount of transformation to your not only your silhouette, but also your sort of your general appearance. It turns things into slightly different. Once you've got over that sort of initial...
it could become an addiction as well.
Oh, totally. I mean, I have clients
that... to take the hat off once they get used to it.
Yeah, and it becomes about protection as well, but it's one of those things, it's like anything, you know, like heels or a bag, it affords you a different sort of, and like a jewellery as well, you know, it gives you a whole different sensibility. And I think it's one of those things that once you've got your head around it, excuse the pun, it can be really powerful. And it's a really powerful place to accessorise.
I do think so, yeah. How long you've been making hats, so since 1996?
Yeah, I think it's probably been about, I mean, I launched my own label in 2003.
Yes.
But I was making hats before that. I mean, I worked Stephen Jones, and I worked for various other different milliners, for Philip Somerville, who used to make the Queen's hats, and Rachel Skinner and Di Reese. So I think probably 97, 98 was when I started. I mean, 97 for my...
More than 10 years now.
Yeah, God.
Long way.
I know, I'm getting old.
No, but what I think is because it must be very difficult for you at the beginning, because when people choose to make hats, it's not like when you're making clothes or shoes, you could sell them straight away.
No.
Once you get the name and the collection, and you know, you've been going through a long time because you were very determined for what you want to do, and you really, you know, go through the whole long way, and finally you got there, which is
perseverance.
amazing, you know.
Yeah, and you know what? It wasn't easy. Don't get me wrong.
It's
you know,
not easy.
I've had to run a business, which is not my strong point at all. But you know, it's what I love doing, and I feel I'm quite good at it, and I love the people that I'm involved with. And I actually think that millinery is such a sort of weird little section of fashion. I don't think I could do women's wear. It's so much tougher. There's so much more money at stake. There's so much more potential. Whereas millinery, it kind of, I have such sort of a variety of different things that go on in my life. Like one day I'll be sort of talking to you, the next day I'll be dealing with someone for their wedding or their daughter's wedding, next day it'll be some performance. I've got stylists coming in this afternoon to do some stuff for a charity benefit. You know, last week we had to make a hat that looked like champagne, you know, I had to do a lecture at the V&A, you know, like it's so varied. And it is so, and generally the people that I meet are really wonderful, and I think you have to enjoy what you do, and a lot of that is to do with the people, and I meet some such wonderful people too. So I'm really lucky, really lucky.
Especially in London, I think people are more open-minded for the hat.
It's more passionate.
Yeah, and then, you know, they're not so conservative about hat, which is, you know.
Yeah, and people are more happy to experiment as well. I mean, I really love the sort of, that was what was great. There were some great hats on the catwalks in Paris as well, and that was quite unusual, like proper hats. And I think that makes a huge difference, because then people can see it as a chic proposition. You know, Marc Jacobs did some, there were some fantastic ones at Louis Vuitton as well. And you know, suddenly it becomes a slightly different thing. People say, oh yeah, I can do that now. And people almost need permission sometimes from the catwalks. And once it's there, it sort of it makes it more accessible to everyone, I think. And we've had you know, hats have gone through ups and downs over the last few years, but I think generally it's been towards the up, starting with the exhibition at the Victoria and Albert Museum.
Yes, I saw that last year as well.
Yeah, no, 2009 it was.
2009. Oh, right, okay.
It seems a really long time ago.
I thought it was last year.
No, it was really good. It was really good for all of us. It was really good to sort of show our discipline in a sort of a critical context. I thought it would look really good as well.
So, okay, now it's a little bit personal question. When did you move to East London?
Myself or the business?
Both.
Well, I've lived on and off. I mean, I've been in London since I was 5, but I first came to East London to live in about 2003.
2003.
Is that right?
Oh, that long.
Yeah, but then I went back west for a while, and then I came back east, and then I went back west, and I've been where I am now, just up the road, since 2005.
All right, but the showroom studio,
I've been here a month and a half,
a month, so it's very new, and you like.
Oh, I love it. I've always loved it, and all my friends around here, and it's so much more vibrant. I mean, the reason I was west was because I had a very cheap studio, but we just outgrew it massively. And had to bite the bullet and get something a little bit more substantial.
And where do you go out the most? Where is to east?
I go out?
Yeah.
Oh, east. There's nothing to go. There's nothing to go out in west.
Completely. What kind of music do you like?
I'm quite eclectic. So at the moment, our playlist, we've got a studio playlist that we listen to, because that's when I listen to music most, or when I'm walking around. And just listening to PJ Harvey's new album, which is sounding great.
关掉，先关掉，不要接，我用剪接的就好。然后你最后问他的时候，你要告诉他说，就是说叫他看镜头，说给，就是有一些就是一些人，对，然后想要鼓励他们的话。
Okay, last question. Can you give some advice or say something to the people who wish to become one day like you, successful, and go through all this, you know, long way? People want to be in fashion, want to be.
I think the trick is to find something you love and persevere, and you have to be really honest with yourself.
Very good. Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for all your time. And my sister wants to say She wants you to say something to Taiwan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I very, very like this and this.
Okay.
Okay.
戴这一顶可以吗？戴这顶比较好看。
Okay.
Yeah. 讲中文吗？对，Hello 台湾。
Hey Taiwan.
这个就是
现在在伦敦非常有名的，他叫做帽子，他有一个很多人都称他为鬼才帽匠，鬼才帽匠，他曾经在 V&A 的那个 museum， 然后去展览过他的帽子。这在 V&A 都是一些很知名的，像 Vivienne Westwood 啊，像最近的 Yohji Yamamoto 等等的。然后他的这些帽子也都在那边展览过，然后很棒的一个帽子的设计师。我们今天谢谢他，然后因为他那么忙，还让我们来 interview 他，真的很谢谢。谢谢 ，Thank you，
Thank you very much. Come back soon.
Thank you.
Okay.